Back at it with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we're doing DC villains that I want to see in the DCEU, part number 2, I believe. And I'm a bit surprised we've only done one part to the series. So yeah, that was pretty interesting to know. But yeah, it's part 2. I'm probably gonna pick up the pace on the DC ones just because Marvel ones are kind of going down a little bit because the MCU's bigger and there's more stuff in it than the DCU. So yeah, this is going to include villains, DC villains from the comics. And if you don't know what this is, the rules are I cannot include something from the DCU that's already there, and I think maybe I'll disinclude stuff that was announced. For example, Black Adam, I wouldn't put him in these videos, even though I had put Hawkman, who's supposed to debut in that movie, on the other list. I think I'm gonna do that from now on. But yeah, like Arrowverse shows, I'm cutting out as well. So I can use like superheroes or villains from those shows, even though they've been basically in live action. But yeah, it's strictly DCU only. And also, I'm cutting kind of out Batman villains because we don't. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be a Batman solo movie in DCU. It's mostly going to be in the Batman universe. So yeah, that's basically all going over the rules there. So let's just get into this. Oh yeah, and I finally got a blocker too. So it didn't spoil it. I don't know if I'm going to be consistent with the blockers because sometimes um, it's kind of time consuming and stuff, especially when I'm on a I'm strict yeah, you know what, never mind. Just let's get into this. All right, the first villain here is going to be a Flash villain, or you could say Flash villain. In my opinion, he's a Flash villain, and he's going to be Captain Cold. Now, I think Captain Cold is like a really good villain. He could even be in your Legion of Doom if you want him to be. Uh, he's like he seems like a simple villain, but really he's not too bad of a villain. I mean, he's basically just a robber. He's basically just Boomerang, honestly, with freeze guns. He doesn't really engage in supervillain kind of activities. Some may argue that he's not a supervillain. He's just more of like a regular villain. Uh, but in my opinion, he is kind of like a supervillain. I mean, he seems like he's able to beat guys up. He could also be an anti-hero, which, in my opinion, I would much rather just see him as a villain, honestly. Even if they put him in like a Suicide Squad movie, that would be good as well. I would like to see that. That would be cool to see. Yeah. If I were to debut him, I would definitely debut him in the Flash movie. That's supposed to be coming out 2023. It is, or something like that. Yeah, I would debut him there, or maybe the sequel. Or there's another idea I have for the Flash movie, which we'll get onto later in the video. So yeah, let's get into this. Next is, I don't know why I didn't put him in the first video, but it's gonna be Mongol. I think that's Mongal or Mongol. I think it's just Mongol like that. Um, yeah, he is just a great villain. Um, I I I don't know if he can necessarily make it into movies, to be honest with you. Especially with Darkseid, because if you realize Mongol is basically just is like second to Darkseid only. In terms of all villains in the DCU, he's very powerful. Can beat up Superman. In the comics, I found something interesting, and he was responsible for Hal Jordan turning to a villain in the comics, because he destroyed Coast City, basically where he protects, and he destroyed it all. Yeah, he's like insane villain. kind of like a dark side type villain. Um, but here's where it's kind of getting me trouble. It's because if you realize he's kind of similar to Darkseid. I mean, he's yellow. Difference is yellow. He's less powerful than Darkseid. Um, but yeah, he's in terms of like fighting the Justice League. I would say they're like kind of evenly matched on the same level. But yeah, um, the reason why I have a little like I'm hesitant to put him on the list really is because if you realize Darkseid's gonna be the villain, right? Uh, it'd be kind of stupid if they honestly had put maybe Darkseid as the villain for their Phase One. It's not. I don't know if they call it that, but maybe like a huge movie is gonna be about Darkseid, right? Uh, because we know that's happening. Maybe for Phase Two. That's what I'm kind of calling them. Because if I think Warner Bros might try to aim for that. Uh, I would not put Mongol because it just makes no sense, to be honest with you. Because then they'd be like, what the? Another extraterrestrial villain that's powerful. So yeah, I would definitely put him down way, way down the line. To maybe like a while, just a while. Yeah, that's why I'm really hesitant. But he's been in, I believe he was in the animated show, the Justice League Unlimited anime show, which was pretty good. I remember seeing him in there as a kid. Uh, yeah. So let's get into the last one. All right, the last one's gonna be Eobard Thawne, or the Reverse Flash. He's just another awesome villain. One of my favorite villains, to be honest with you. I really like his character. I like his suit too. His suit looks sick. Um, yeah, he's just an awesome character in my opinion. I really enjoyed watching him in the Flash TV show. Um, yeah, once again, I am erasing that. Uh, yeah, it would be awesome if he was in the DCEU. I think he'll eventually be in it. Whether his debut, I would probably put him in the first Flash movie. Honestly, I think he's just that main of a villain. Put him in the first one. It makes more sense because what I'm thinking for is if I were guessing a storyline, it would probably be like Flash is investigating his mom's murder. His dad's in jail. Uh, then he's kind of learning his powers a bit, and then he realizes Eobard Thawne killed his mother and is now trying to kill him or whatever. Uh, so yeah, that definitely could be interesting in that aspect. I think Reverse Flash is more of the main villain of the Flash. You could also do Zoom too, but personally, I prefer Reverse Flash. I think he's just really, really good. And yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.